Good day, and welcome to today's live show of Coffee with the Tig. Volume, my camera's off. Off adjustment, so let's just fix that real quick. Um, Coffee with the Tig, volume 112 for, um, well, you can't see it anyway because the stupid image shows up. For June 2nd, there we go. It's June 2nd, 2019. It's been almost a year since I've been doing these lives, another 2 months, and it'll be a year of these live. As you can see, I've got the Tig mug, Tig shirt on today. I am on my Discord, so if anybody would like to join in, they're more than welcome to, but we will carry on. I'm going to try to keep it like last week's show, under an hour. That way it's a little bit better, and you don't have to sit through a lot of bull crap and me fooling around. That's the idea with these shows, is to cut them down to under an hour. That way we just stick to the news and stay with the news, everything that's news. Of course, today is Pocono Day in NASCAR. That's on FS1. I will be watching that also because FS1 comes in clear. My locals don't, but my all my cables come in clear. So there you go. If you hear a lawnmower, my lawnmower's mowing the properties that nobody mows. So there you go. That's that. Um, I'm gonna go right to the Facebook page, the Tig, Dan the Tig Facebook page. I gotta fix that still, make it completely what I want it to be. But needless to say, there's 4 announcements. Click them. 2 of them are polls. One is to see what I'm doing, to continue what I'm doing, add stuff to, which nobody's voted on in a while. The other one is to open up a page on Facebook just to stream on. Other than using, because it costs money right now, I don't have the extra funds to run, pay for that. But eventually I will. So if the votes have been towards no, so once I have the extra funds, I will be broadcasting over YouTube or Facebook. See, resounding no. Just keep doing what I'm doing. I mean, nobody wants. Actually, the more truck simulator seems to be a good thing, but I still only do it twice a week. I won't be doing Star Trek and Project Cars 2, just as a pain in the butt. So there you go. Of course, we have the official merchandise, the Tig merchandise, the mugs and the T-shirts, there's sweatshirts and all that stuff, and then the new intro. That's the announcements on the page. That's that. The announcement for today's show, which I just did because I freaking forgot. My mind is elsewhere. I got a million things going on. A million things to do for the show, a million things to do for everything and the shows and stuff like that. But that's how that works. We're doing that. Something I did yesterday. I was goofing around in Truck Simulator last night a little bit, and I posted up some cool pictures of my truck. As you can see, it looks just like my sim cars. I still haven't painted one in off sim yet. I'm working on the 2 for Automobilista. Well, the one for Automobilista and the one for rFactor. I'm still working on those trucks, so I will get those done and then start working on this. That one is just. This is what really blows my mind about this sim. Is why I really want a replay feature in it, because just look at that. I mean, that is just gorgeous as far as gameplay goes. You got a helicopter here, you got a car in front of me, you got the sun. The next picture was just a little bit later. I had to pass somebody, but we got sun dogs and all this cool stuff, the clouds. That's why I want replay in the sim, but a game to me. Other people, it's a sim, you're not supposed to have replay. Well, whatever. Got in an argument about that on that site, but I shut them up by saying if it was a sim, a 2-hour trip would take 2 hours. Needless to say, a 14-hour trip would take 14 hours, and so on and so forth. So they didn't have a comment back for that. So there you go. I kind of won an argument. The spotter guide for Le Mans. It's pretty cool. So there you go. Except for the one car that doesn't have a. Oh no, that's just telling you P1, P2. Okay, prototypes 1, prototypes. Anyway, I haven't looked at it yet. There's the vote that I just put up. Shane's going to be advertising Anybody can advertise their shows on my page. It's everybody's page is just under my name. I run it. I control it. But you can advertise your shows here. Um, you know you're going to get nobody but nothing but sim racers here. So that's a good thing. And dedicated sim racers. The Pocono debate that continues on forever and a day. How many turns are at Pocono? So there you go. The debate continues. Advertising for a show. Um, I will say this again. I am totally drained out on NASCAR Racing 2003 season. I'm every time I get on it, I just it's like, oh, I gotta run this again. I'm sorry. That's just yeah. Um, I do it. I do the Delta because out of friendship, but I'm really I'm really at my end of my limit. There's so many other sims out there that there's NASCAR mods in, and if you take the time to work the setup out, they actually run so much nicer and it looks so much nicer. I was just taking the time to work the setup out, and it only takes really seriously if you go digging deep into the not digging deep but digging looking around, you can set it up to where it has a passable setup, and then you just got to tweak it, kind of like NASCAR Racing 2003, except the tweaking might take more than 5 minutes. It may take an hour, maybe two, but hey, you know what, that's what real life is too. That's a simulation. Advertising for a show. I'm a top fan at the FIA Truck Racing Championship. I think I've shared their thing like 3 times, and I became a top fan. So they obviously don't have a lot of people looking at it. There's the rFactor truck. I am planning on dropping the swoop down lower. The only problem is that's like 3 templates. I'll pull this up real quick so you can see it. Make it full screen, and I'll show you with the cursor here. Um, this is one template. This is one template. The doors are. This is another template. The hood's another template, and the top's another template. So I'm stretching over like 4 templates just to do my normal swoopy thing. So there you go. So that's going to take a little time. And I'm going to get better Goodyears too. The ones that came with it are kind of crappy when I bucket filled them to yellow. There's the Automobilista truck. I just got a few more things to do on it, and then decal it up, and that one's good to go. The rFactor oval racing test that I did went over surprisingly well. They actually behaved quite well. Once I figured out a few issues that I had them on standing start and blah blah blah. But yeah, so they were starting on pit road, and yeah, it was terrible. But once I figured that out, we were good to go. Truck simulator show advertisement. There's the one of the tests. My first test that I did offline. Um, in the trucks, this is rFactor. Of course, you can tell by looking at it, but that was my first test to see if they actually would run, and they did, and it was quite fun. And then I did it on the big news, and I can't pass any judgments on it. I can't say anything other than what I've seen online. But Automobilista Competition Zone has come out, Zone or whatever, has come out. From what I've been reading and from what I've been seeing on YouTube and Twitch, it ain't that good. It's getting like a C rating out of A, B, C, D, E, F. It's getting like a high D, low C rating. There's stuff that was in the beta that's not in the full game release. People are having problems with it. So for those of you who have a system that can run it, our system can run it. It's just I need to upgrade my video card. No big deal. That's further on down the line. I am not really in a rush to buy another GT3 series sim. Personally, I have enough. I mean, I almost guarantee you that somebody's going to convert this to Assetto Corsa regular or rFactor 2. And of course, then we have Project Cars 2, which they're talking about coming out with a third, but that's not going to be all something else. But then we got Automobilista 2 coming out that's going to have. Do you see where I'm going with this? All the hype, all their thing was just to get honestly to me was to get your dollar because they knew they weren't putting out anything decent. I've heard there's problems with the interface. I've heard read and seen there's problems with the interface. There's problems with indiscriminately crashing. I've just heard so many things. I'm kind of glad I don't have a video card powerful enough to drive it, to run it. Again, our favorite things to talk about. It's the nod and on TeamSpeak, the Zoom Racing World team, slipping and sliding all over the place. We love that kind of stuff. And of course, Formula 2s or Formula 3s or Formula 4s. They're all basically the same, more of the same. Again, Mid-America Motorplex or Raceway Park of the Midlands, whatever you want to call it, is, I haven't seen anything from them officially, but this is not too far from them, and Iowa is flooding again on both coasts of Iowa, both state borders, north and south borders is flooding again. The Missouri and the Mississippi River border, Iowa on both sides, and it's flooding all over the place. Here's some stuff about, there's really not a lot of sim racing news came out this week other than Automobilista. That came out. It was kind of a dead, quiet week, and I guess they decided to release it, and that was the big news. And I was so surprised when I went on Twitch and YouTube later on that night, there was more people running iRacing than Automobilista competition zone. That's all I'm going to say. The Wienermobile is for sale. So go to, I think this is in, I can't remember where this was. They only want $7,000 for it. Go and get it. Talking about the sim racing show with the Automobilista trucks, I'm gonna be running that a lot from now on. That's that show there. The new Wienermobile. Look at the difference between the Wienermobiles. That's the old one, and that's the newer one. Kind of looks the same. But they're calling that a throwback scheme. All it is the same pattern. Colors are completely different. I don't call it a throwback scheme in my eyes. It's going to look exactly the same, but that's my opinion. And then I painted in sim my truck again. I haven't done it outside, but it's a Peterbilt. So there you go. I'm going to try to put Peterbilts on there. My buddy Fred, he's in Laguna Seca. He loves Laguna Seca. He lives not too far from there, so he does a lot of there. Brands Hatchin Automobilista 2. This is what I'm talking about. Why we probably, I mean, seriously, I'm probably going to get in trouble for showing this stuff, but Jimmy Crack Corn, I don't care. Oh, I'm not even paying attention to the chat. Hi, guys. Welcome to Talladega. Yeah, King Mangda, I agree with you. Watching, yeah. See, AC physics are bad. See, everybody agrees with me. Well, not everybody. Yeah, iRacing is basically, I'm not paying attention to my chat. I got to get in the habit of paying attention to my chat because not a lot of people talk, but I can see that you're talking there, buddy. Sorry about that. I get so engrossed in going on my big screen, I don't pay attention to my little screen above me. But yeah, iRacing is where NASCAR racing or Papyrus was going at the time, and if you really want to look at it, that is Papyrus racing. Its first racing started out as a combination. For those who don't know the history, started out as a combination of remnants of Papyrus Racing and Project Wildfire, and then it's grown since then. So, but that's it. This is what I'm talking about, though. Why I'm not too thrilled. This one I will definitely be getting a better video card for because this looks like Project Cars 2. Okay, they're using the same game engine. The same graphics engine, same everything, but this one's going to be more moddable. And well, Project Cars 2 is not moddable except for adding a custom skin. So this is what I'm really looking forward to. I mean, it looks like I can almost say that's real. I mean, there's times when I'm watching some of these videos of these betas and what they're working on, where I can't tell the difference what's real and what's simulated. There are some simulated pictures you can tell just by certain little things that they haven't really figured out, like people. But when it comes to everything else, it's just so. I would grab Automobilista. I would wait for it to go on sale on Steam and then get it. The original game is fun. I still run it. I don't run it near as much as I should. But um, it's a lot of fun. It's like I know I've said this in other shows before, but it's one to it's G Motor One or G Motor Two engine, which is what rFactor, and all the sims up to Evolution or Race On and Evolution are all based on that same engine. I think Evolution is. I can't remember now off the top of my head. Um, but basically, all through GTR two, definitely through GTR two, is all based on that G Motor two. Yeah, I would. I would definitely pick it up again. I mean, it's worth it. There's mods. The NASCAR mod in there is actually fun, and it's like I said, it's like better than R Factor, which we all love in my little world, and not quite as good as R Factor two, but it's got you know, it doesn't have the tire physics that R Factor two does. That's about the only thing really missing from it. When the track makers actually take the time to put a make the tracks good and all that stuff, it looks phenomenal. Um, the mods look great. I just enjoy running it. I really do, and I don't think we run it near enough. I'm trying to convince Zoom Racing World to try to run it a little bit more. Yeah, anything. Honestly, and NASCAR, I'm not going to slam it. It's been around for 16, 17, 18 years or whatever. I'm not going to slam it. It was a great sim for its day, but it's kind of like um, GPL. It was the grandfather of all sims. Greatest sim ever made. But it's also 20 years old. It's almost 20 years old. I think it's 20 years. I think it is 20 years old this year or next year. Um, it's date. No, actually, it's like 22 years because he came out in '97. So there you go. So, okay, never mind. It's dated. It doesn't run on the newer systems as cleanly as it should. I mean, you really want to look at. I've tried to run it, and it is a pain in the ass just to get it to full screen. GPL I'm talking about. Get it to be a full screen um, uh, and then the graphics are Mario Brother graphics, you know. So NS. Okay, if you really want to look at it in console style, GPL is like an original Nintendo. It's not not that bad, but you know what I'm saying. Um, NASCAR Racing 2003 is probably N64 quality. Where we're getting to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One with everything else. Going back to the physics in NASCAR Racing 2003 are great for what they are. I mean, they're fun to drive, but there's only four of them. But when you get down to the graphics, it's like coming down. And when I go into and when you have to change 15 different file things just to get it looking halfway decent, and it still doesn't feel right. It still has that weird tire model and the weird physics where occasionally in the same corner you can take the same line 15 times. On the 16th time you're pushing or spinning out, and the tires wearing out, but they don't wear out that fast, especially in that sim. But it's just not. Yeah, and the rules package are so out of date. You can actually, in R Factor 2, I think it has the Lucky Dog, it has all that stuff. I don't know about Automobilista. I've not really run it. I've tested it. I've done a few things here and there, but yeah, you can't. I mean, you can alter it to fit you when you're online. You can do the Lucky Dog and stuff like that, but you can't do. You can do the single file starts, but you can't do the two wide starts the way NASCAR does now. And I think you can edit the RFMs and stuff like that in rFactor in Project Cars. I've not really looked in it, so don't take my word for it. But I think you can alter those files to be more current. That's that's my thing, and I'll still run it. I'll run it for the 2 or 3 hours a week that I run it, and that's about it. That's about all I'm going to do. I'm not gonna say anything more because I know there's a lot of people who love it, and the fact that it's now considered abandonware, I will never believe that. I've seen things happen 10, 15 years later where people just went the original owners went nuts. This is real life stuff, not computer stuff, but If somebody puts out a paid mod, just watch. Watch what happens. Somebody puts out a paid mod for a NASCAR Racing 2003 season. Watch what happens. Just watch. Because somebody's going to do it because it's starting to be a in thing. I've seen paid mods in Assetto Corsa, rFactor 2. Um, where else it is? Well, those are basically the two that are the most moddable games right now. Assetto Corsa and rFactor 2, and I have seen paid mods in there. Um, so wait till somebody tries to do that with NASCAR Racing 2003. That's all I got to say. There's all the stuff about Ballista 2, the Nicky Lauder you didn't know, the touring car, Ace. That was a fun read. Fred put that up. Oh, that photo is not available. Well, imagine that. Well, the top 10. That was the top 10 finish. Well, NASCAR pulled a picture. You little buttheads. Recap of the Trans Am Series. Uh, Classic. Somewhere, I don't remember where. Epic, the Indy finish. Do not interrupt. I'm talking to myself. I do that all the time. Yeah, it's just and honestly, iRacing for what it is, if you want to plunk down the $12 a month or $9 to $12, depending on where you get it. I've seen it for $9.99 on Steam for the monthly subscription, or on their site for $12.99. So, and I'm sure there's codes and stuff out there that longtime users can give you that get it cheaper, but for a monthly fee, $9.99 or $12.99, or I think a yearly fee of $99, and then of course the added content. If you wanna do that, iRacing is the perfect way to go. If you wanna just do it, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing. The more I watch it, the more it seems more like it's um, road racing. Physics wise, it's right along with GTR2. Graphics wise, it's from what I've seen. And I'm only going by what I've seen because I've not had iRacing in 10 years. Yeah, they've been around that long. Um, Graphics wise, it's kind of a mixture of Race On and rFactor 2. Don't buy it through Steam, he says. So don't buy it through Steam. There you go. Don't buy it through Steam. Buy it direct. Um, so that's that. But physics wise, it's right up there with at least what I've seen in road racing. It's right up there with GTR2, which was a damn decent road racing sim. Um, the oval racing, I really can't compare to anything because the only other oval racing out there that you could watch is NASCAR Heat and the NASCAR Racing 2003 season, which, there's really no comparison. It's better than both of those, but I've not really seen anybody race anything else. The Assetto Corsa NASCAR mod, there's still, most of the people are driving that on road courses because there's no oval rules in Assetto Corsa. So how can you run an oval car offline in Assetto Corsa? So there you go. Yeah, this was cool. If you're a member of my Facebook page, not join up, sign up for that. Um, that's a cool thing right there. Really cool. Okay, I heard a bleep, but I don't know what it was. Anyway, um, your race winner for last week, Martin Truex, out of nowhere. Indy was better. I think all three, from what I've heard, all three races were kind of not that great. The NASCAR race was kind of boring to me. More crap. Our pug is an evil sorceress. I will explain that to you guys now. She'll climb. My alarm will go off at 7 o'clock, quarter to 7, between quarter to 7 and quarter after 7 for me to get up. It takes sometimes that long for me to get out of bed. Our pug will climb into bed with me when the alarm goes off and start snuggling, and she'll put me right back to sleep. So then I don't wake up till almost 8 o'clock. That explains why she's an evil sorceress. Really not a lot of news this week. Sad to say. I mean, no tracks for rFactor 2 is dropped. No mods for rFactor 2. There's one that dropped for Assetto Corsa, but it was on a page that's unshareable, and I haven't seen it posted anywhere else. It looked like it was just a graphics update for Auto Sport, I think the track was called. Oh yeah, try endurance racing. It's fun. Not. Yes, it is. But that's it. And this is basically why I'm not gonna play any of these videos. I don't want to get in too much trouble. Why we need History X or GTL on the server with 10 or more drivers. These cars are just sliding around, smashing, killing each other, and walking away. Yeah, see that was that because I was so bored. I wanted to do something else. Last week's race at this last week's NAS, I'd be asleep. Yeah, and there's your Indy winner, Simon Pagenaud, and of course we DW is retiring. So there's the hats everybody wore for Nikki at there, and I think that's yeah. You see me talking to myself. It's a staff meeting. Next generation has started. Um, Brad posted that again. And then there's coffee with the Tigg for last week. So that's basically everything that really nothing has happened in this last week. So there's really not a lot to talk about. And of course, my camera's off again. It's weird looking at myself like that, but hey, whatever. As long as it's going out okay, that's all that matters. If it's voice synced or not, as long as it's that way, that's fine. I don't, at this point, we're getting towards the end of the. I'm gonna pick my nose with my cursor though. There you go. Really not much else to talk about. Zoom Racing World. It took the last 2 weeks off, so we haven't had any racing going on. The lead director has been under the weather, so he's, your thoughts and prayers to him for getting to feel better. Um, so we just need him to get better so we get back. We are definitely going to VTCC mod in rFactor 2 or 1. I'm sorry, not 2. That's why I hate sequels. rFactor 1, we are doing VTCC mod, VRC VTCC mod is what we're doing. I'm hoping this coming Saturday we will have either a test run or an actual league race, hopefully during the week. If we have some testing during the week, if he's feeling better, I will be broadcasting those live. We usually do those at around noon Eastern during the day, and I will broadcast those tests live. Um, Other than that, just look for me at night around 11 Eastern, where I'll be doing a lot of semis. Um, of course, American Truck Simulator on Sunday nights and Wednesday nights. That's a natural thing. That's pretty much become a natural thing. After my Wednesday night NASCAR Racing 2003 League Series race, that's that. I'm going to be doing some the R Factor and Automobilista semi racing also. And I took the time to download it all, so I may do one stream just to see what it's like with the pocket bikes. I could never find the full-fledged motorcycles in R Factor, but I did find the pocket bikes, and I did find the Tron bikes, which, if you know what the Tron bikes are, this is. I didn't think anything in R Factor could go over 200 miles an hour. This mod proved me wrong. They were going 280 when I ran out of room, and it was still building speed. And I ran out of room on like a 5 mile track, 5 mile straight line track, and it was still building speed. Or it was a 2 mile straight line track, or maybe a mile. I don't know. Anyway, it's a straight line track. It hit 280 miles an hour before it hit the wall, and it was still building speed. So there you go. And I had it floored from the beginning of the run. So there you go. I won't be running those anywhere anytime soon. But the pocket bikes, I have a whole bunch of go-kart tracks that I downloaded when I thought about doing go-karts. I actually have go-karts. I have a painted go-kart. We can do that too, just for something different. Throw that in every once in a while, mix. But the pocket bikes also, on the go-kart track is, 80 mile an hour bike. So there you go. So we'll think about doing that kind of stuff. But definitely doing the truck simulator 2 nights a week. Maybe I'll start broadcasting that on Saturday and Sunday. We'll see what happens. there's not a lot of viewership on Saturday and Sunday, so I don't really. Or Friday and Saturday, not Saturday and Sunday, because I broadcast on Sunday. But that's that's a thought. There's still thoughts about what to do to grab you guys' interest a little bit more. I know NASCAR racing's a big thing, but uh, racing the AI is boring. When I do NASCAR racing, since I did it for so long with NASCAR racing 2003, I like racing real other drivers. So we'll figure that out. I don't mind racing AI so much on road courses, but on ovals, I like racing in cup cars or Xfinity cars or trucks, pickup trucks. I like racing real people. That's just it. That's all I can say about that. Anyway, I really have nothing else to touch on today, other than the fact that we did not hit our goals for this month. So I'm going to make some more goals for that. You notice I moved them around. I didn't make my goals. We did get on 8 or 9 subscribers on Twitch, and we got 5 or 6 on YouTube. So we're gonna do this again till July 1st. I should have did it yesterday. I lost track of what day it was. Actually, we did not hit it, so we're gonna do another 15 for 30, 15 subscribers by July 1st on YouTube, 15 subscribers on Twitch by July 1st. If we can get to 50 on Twitch, I will do a special show on Twitch only. Um, if when we get to 100 subscribers on YouTube, then we get our own URL. It makes it easier to find me, so more people will sign up. But that's where that's where that's at. I mean, I'm small fledgling, struggling streamer, so getting half of basically what I asked for. Actually, I did get almost 15 between both of them, so that's not bad. I didn't think that was bad at all. We will continue to push. I probably will be streaming. I thought I streamed a lot last month, but then when I go through the videos, it really isn't. When you stream for 2-3 hours at a time, it just seems like a lot. But then you go look through the videos, and it's not really a lot. I will try to get something up Monday or Sunday through Thursday at the very least, once a day. After that, before that actually, because I will do the 11 p.m. Central Eastern Time show is pretty much every night now. I might do something during the day for testing and stuff. But there you go. Just trying to be different times than everybody else, so the night owls or the second shifters or whatever can come in and enjoy some lousy, my sim racing. Which I'm just average. I'm not that great. Yeah, if I had iRacing, I'd probably join you, but I don't have iRacing, so I can't join you, buddy. So that's about all I've got for today. Remember to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell on YouTube to remind you when I'm coming online. Greatly appreciate every like and every comment and every subscription. I usually, when I hear the little thing go off, I go nuts over that, but I think I just heard, that's what I heard. I gotta change that sound so it's not yet. Yeah, not yet. It'll be a while because I'm on satellite and I don't know how it works on satellite. I haven't investigated it yet, so that's the big stopper, and the fact that I have no income to pay for it. So no income, can't pay for it. But the satellite is the big hold up there. It runs everything else fine, but I'm hoping that I will investigate that eventually. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but we'll see. Maybe by the end of the year. But we'll see what happens. Maybe not. I've been saying that for years. Well, maybe this year. Well, maybe this year. Well, maybe this year. I mean, I did it when it first came out, and that was it. I did it for like 3 months when it first came out. I have it 1 month, 2 months maybe. I have the second license up from the bottom because I couldn't afford the content, so I couldn't go any higher. That's another reason, neither here nor there, why I don't do iRacing. But I think that's about it. I had a train of thought there and I forgot what. Oh yeah, and on Twitch, please hit the follow button. I appreciate that every time though somebody does. If I catch it, but I gotta change the sound on that. See if I can change the sound on that notification. That way I know what it is because it sounds like another kind of notification I have on one of my other machines. So I will change that. Nose around that. That's something I need to do on Saturday or Fridays and Saturdays when I'm not streaming. Play with that stuff to figure out how to get it better. But we'll go from there. We'll figure that out. Anyway, thanks, Mad Dog. I'm glad. Cool. I'm glad to hear it. Thanks for stopping by, Mad Dog. Thanks for the conversation. Thanks to all the supporters out there in internet land. This may actually have gone out over Facebook too, on my personal page. So I'll have to look at that because I did sign in and it is a safe 4 on my little counter up there. Even though I didn't set it up. We'll see what happens. If it went out, it went out. Hi to the family if you're watching. Love y'all. Didn't know I did this kind of crazy shit. You probably turned it on as, oh my god, what the hell is he doing? This is my weekly coffee talk show called Coffee with the Tigg and Friends. By the way, I want to fix your Discord link. Oh, okay. Yeah, Discord I can never figure out. I will figure that out. I'll get that fixed. Post haste, probably in the next couple of hours. I keep trying to do an open one, but it never says open all the time. So there you go. I will get that fixed on the Discord. I thought you were a member. Anyway, we'll get that fixed. I'll probably post it on the Facebook page, whether or not I got it fixed or not. I keep trying to do it as an open invitation, but it keeps closing it. So I don't understand Twitch. One of the many things I have to figure out. But there you go. I thought you were a member. Let me look. I know I thought you're on my friends list too. Yeah. There you go. I sent you an invite. And that's kind of what the show is. Kind of casual. Kind of having fun. Talk about sim racing. But I'm running out of things to talk about. It's been 40 minutes. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep these shows under an hour, just to not be boring, or bore you with everything I do. See, there you go. Even Discord comes up there, which I did not know. You're the first person to actually type out on Discord. There you go. Ha! Amazing, amazing. I'm learning new stuff every day. I set things up and I don't know if they work or not until somebody uses it. So thank you for typing on Discord, King. We got it. All right, thanks again for stopping by, buddy. I really do appreciate it. Again, thanks to all my supporters out there in internet land. Everybody who watches everything I do, I really appreciate it. Whoever hits the like buttons and all that kind of crap, I really do appreciate. Not crap, but hits the like buttons, hit the follow button. Let's try to get those 15 subscribers and 15 followers this month. I'm really going to push hard for it. Really, really going to push hard for it. So again, thanks everybody for everything you do, especially Bill and Tom. Smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast.